I've just been informed of what's happened at Bankorai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together. Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison then? Excellent. I'll organize our forces and march to Bankorai Pass within the hour. I've already sent scouts to assess the Imperials' defenses. If you get there before me, look for Scout Nadira. We can finalize our plans when we're all there.
What do John and Jod send us now? What does Crazy Eye see here? Another shaveskin? Good! These Knights of St. Pellen need all the help they can get. Crazy Eye and the other Bandari have done all they can. Maybe it's your turn to help now. Are you living in a dog's den? Imperial skirmishers have been raiding this camp, stealing the Knight's supplies. This one and friends were just passing through, but the Bandari help when they can. Like Crazy Eye doesn't have anything better to do. Bah! If the Knights appreciated the Bandari, they'd fatten this one's purse. Crazy Eye doesn't like to work for free, do you? Or maybe since you're not Bandari, they'll pay you. If you want to help, see the Knight Commander Sherilyn. Tell the Knight Commander you want to help stop the Imperial raids. Tell her Crazy Eye sent you too. Tell her this one deserves a little present. Or several presents. Several shiny presents. Yes, 3 times in recent days. Crazy Eye was only here for the last raid, but she saw them coming. Even put an arrow between a few pairs of eyes. They still managed to steal more supplies though, yes? Very tricky are these unclawed skeevers. Probably from Bankorai Garrison. That place has fallen, yes? Many knights were killed. Crazy Eye is careful not to talk about it in the camp. Here at the Martyr's Crossing, important trade routes run through here between North and South Bankorai, yes? And supply lines from Evermore to Bankorai Garrison. This one was told that the Knights of St. Pellen have always guarded this place. for the present. If things get too dirty, though, Crazy Eye will save her own hide. This one and other Bandari are not mercenaries. We're traders. No! So unfair, too. Crazy Eye's been guarding this gate for hours and hours when she could be back in her tent taking a cozy little nap. You should tell the Knight Captain. Tell her to give us something! Yes, 3 times in recent days. Crazy Eye was only here for the last raid, but she saw them coming. Even put...
There's a sight for a sore eye. Someone who looks like they can spill blood for a righteous cause. The Imperials have just about licked us. I've only got a few knights left who are fit to fight. I've had to recruit Bandari to defend the camp. Frankly, this place isn't easy to defend. It was originally just a little 2-man outpost, here to guard the road. With enemies to the north and south, we decided to increase our presence here. Turns out that was a mistake. For starters, it drew knights away from the garrison. That's part of why it fell so easily. The other problem is that we stockpiled supplies here we couldn't protect. They're gone now, though. One more raid, and we might as well retreat to Evermore. By St. Pellin's beard. Of course there is. Biggest problem right now is the Bandari. I've got wounded knights, but my healers can't heal them without supplies. I know the Bandari are sitting on a bunch of poultices. They need to share. That's what I was hoping. Old Silverpaws over there is the one calling the shots for them. See if you can convince him to cough up some of those poultices. We've got lives on the line here. Try not to let that Bandari skeeve out of doing his part. Those damn cats have an excuse for everything. Of course not. The Knights of St. Pellin set up an outpost here to protect the trade routes. The Bandari's livelihood depends on us keeping Martyr's Crossing safe. We shouldn't have to pay them to help protect it. We have to figure out where they're coming from first. So far, the Imperials have been raiding at night. I sent scouts to try to track them, but they never came back. You think the supplies are all they wanted? Not a chance. Those fobbing bastards want to drive us out. They're trying to break the supply lines between Evermore and Bankarai Garrison. They'll keep raiding until they do. Of course not. The Knights of St. Pellin's...
Greetings. Normally I would take pride in telling you that I am the most worldly Bandari merchant in old Tamriel. I would present you with a lavish display of the amazing variety of goods I have to offer, but I cannot do that today. Not everything, but I did see some of our goods in the last raid. Me and the other Bandari were busy helping the knights defend the barricades. We didn't see the Imperials slip into our tents and steal our most valuable possessions. Do they? Did Knight Commander Sherilyn send you over to ask this of me? Can she not even show Silverpaws the respect of asking herself? Of course not. Either way, we can spare no further supplies. We've given the Knights everything we can. I wonder what the Knights of St. Pellin would do if the scales were tipped the other way. Would they give up their supplies for a group of Bandari merchants? I won't have these Knights' blood on my hands, though. I will take the high road. Well, there is a thing about the poultices. We do not have them just yet. The good news is that I had foreseen the need for them, so I sent our herbalists out to gather what they needed, but they haven't returned yet. I didn't want to concern you. I thought the herbalists would be back any minute now, but now that I think about it, they have been gone a long time. I hope nothing unfortunate has befallen them. They went up to the water. They needed a special algae from the lake. Don't tell anyone, but that's one of the key ingredients in the Bandari poultices. If something happened to them at the lake, though, I don't know.
This one needs assistance. Good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid. My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted into these ruins, seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bankorai. Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow. Not sure. Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety? Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end. This one will try to satisfy your curiosity. We sell Tamriel is Doomed survival kits. These are packs of basic survival supplies, like dried fruit and bandages. I manage the money. Skyward Eyes is our prophet of doom, and we scare enough locals to make a healthy income. Thank you. It works pretty well. At least until Skyward Eyes gets spooked by one of her own stories and bolts for the tall timber. Then we have inconvenience. Because she is kin to Shagarath. Sure, her terrified ravings drive our sales. But at some point she always heads for the horizon. We have to go after her and end up somewhere in East Fleabite, hiding from imaginary flying slaughterfish or some such. We didn't. At least this one didn't. We set up shop in Martyr's Crossing, but the Imperials wrecked the place. Skyward Eyes insisted we could escape through here. Joan and Jode told her all about it. This. She said something about an ancient Red Guard travel altar that the Shaveskins would use to escape. Sounds like skooma dreams to me. If you find her, you can ask her.
I've never known such fear.
Deep swimmer. Just went for one more dive. He came back to find this troll eating all his friends. Oh, praise the moons you came along. Did you come from the Martyr's Crossing? Ah, Silver Paws takes care of us. He would have been so proud of Deep Swimmer. We made all the poultices he asked for. But now, so many of us died. Silver Paws will be sad. Yes, they are needed, aren't they? Silver Paws knew they would be. The trolls were the only threat Deep Swimmer found here, though. He saw Imperials coming in on boats. This one thinks they will soon raid the crossing again. This one agrees. If the way is clear, he will run. He will get these poultices back and put the guards on alert. This time, we will be ready for those dummy shave skins. One last glance. Follow me. And don't drop any poultices.
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers. Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bankora, you know. Vampire skeevers. This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arla Mehera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get second runestone? The rune of transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please? This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Norzan Tail. Kindle and burn! Flames of oblivion devour them. New good-looking friend has returned with the ruin of transit. Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual. Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs. I think. This one knows. Sort of. No matter. This one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit. You know, in case. Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape? Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly. This one can't believe we have to go all the way back to Reaper's March. The last time we were in Arentia, Skyward Eyes hitched a ride on a cargo ship and ended up in Sensual.